capital markets regulator, SEBI, has responded to Hindenburg's latest claims and has asked investors to remain calm and exercise due diligence. Before the reaction to any reports, SEBI has said that the allegations made by Hindenburg against the Adani Group have been investigated by them, and 23 out of 24 investigations were completed in March 2024. SEBI has also said that its chairperson, Madhabi Buch, made relevant disclosures from time to time and rescued herself in the matters involving potential conflicts of interest. This comes after the Adani Group has refuted the latest allegations by Hindenburg reports as malicious, mischievous and manipulative. Madhabi Puri Buch and her husband Dhaval Buch has also called the allegations baseless and said that Hindenburg is attacking the credibility of SEBI and attempting a character assassination of the chairperson as well. The latest report by Hindenburg claims that Buch and her husband held investments in a sub-fund of the Bermuda-based Global Opportunities Fund. According to the report, this fund was linked to the Adani Group's stock trading activities. Joining me on the broadcast right now is senior economist Dr. Sharat Kohli. I appreciate you joining on the broadcast, sir. And we also appreciate your inputs that have been, of course, welcomed on the debacle that has happened with the SEBI. And now, when we see SEBI coming out open and responding to the allegations that has been, of course, made in the Hindenburg research, it seems like SEBI is the new target. And of course, with the statements that have come from the SEBI backing the chairperson, they are, of course, of the nature that everything has been made on front and explained before as well. How do you see this entire exchange of war of words between SEBI and the Hindenburg reports, where one is actually coming under counter reaction to another attack?
Good morning, Simran. Good morning to the viewers of NewsX. I think about a month and a half ago, SEBI had sent a show cause notice to Hindenburg after 22 of the 24 allegations levied about 18 months ago proved to be wrong. There was nothing substantial found in there. Supreme Court also cleared. The committee appointed by Supreme Court also cleared, Adani Group of any sorts of misdoings or misgivings in terms of share rigging or share price rigging or round tripping or whatever. Now, I think Hindenburg sitting out there in America is a dingy little company, research company run by 4 or 5 people. Nathan Anderson, who owns this company, was an ambulance driver earlier. And, basically the research firm earns out of demeaning people. And we all know that it's in the business of short selling. That is, you earn out of hammering the stocks, hammering a country, hammering a company, hammering a business group. And you make money out of that. They also get hired by other people who want to run a propaganda, who want to run an agenda. So in response to the show cause notice, I think Hindenburg had no answer to give to the questions raised by SEBI. So what it thought is, let us just target the person who signed this letter. Obviously, the letter has to be signed by the chairperson of SEBI. And in retaliation, Hindenburg took out this, a cooked up story that probably, she's concerned with Adani Group. She had vested interest and so on and so forth. The fact of the matter is that in 2015, they had invested in a fund. And I think her husband has a right to work. Husband, because she's the SEBI chairman. Doesn't matter, the husband who's got a very sound reputation in supply chain management is going to sit back home and do nothing. He had invested, he had a childhood friend called Anil Ahuja, in whose this fund was being run by him, and they invested and they also made an exit. And surprisingly enough, the exit was made at a loss. It wasn't made at a profit, not that they made any profit. And I think what Hindenburg is completely forgetting, and the people who are catching this propaganda and agenda to malign the government, to malign the country, to malign this business group, I think what they are forgetting is that it's mandatory for any SEBI chairperson or any SEBI board member to disclose and put in public domain all their investments and all their family members' investments. And everything has been on record. I mean, if you go to SEBI's
Along
website,
with what you are, of course, highlighting, how do you view this going forward? What we can understand so far is, of course, that SEBI has been now getting the support of, they are also saying that the chairperson has in fact made enough amount of disclosures. But how do you view this going forward? What is the next course of action that should be expected?
Apart from the opposition trying to catch this as a narrative and trying to malign the government and, probably raise some furor in the parliament or outside the parliament demanding JPC, I really don't think this is going to have any impact. If you see last time when this happened 18 months ago, the stock markets were sharply down. But if you see the pre-open session today, I don't think markets are reacting to it the way they reacted earlier. So this is not going to have any impact. It will just probably settle down as another narrative.
The indifference of the market seems to be a good news, in fact, if I have to make of what you are saying.
I think people have already digested it and they know that Hindenburg's reputation is now not the same. Hindenburg is now known. Everybody knows it's an open secret. So I really don't think anybody is going to give credence to that, except for some members of opposition who would like to malign the government and, run this into a narrative.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.